Billy Morgan had lived in his family's old house for as long as he could remember. But the attic had always been off limits. His mom claimed it was too dusty, too dangerous, and full of things that shouldn't be messed with. Of course, that only made Billy want to go up there even more. And tonight, he finally had a reason. "Are you sure about this?" Jalen whispered. Billy nodded, gripping the old brass handle of the attic door. "It's just an attic, Jalen. What's the worst that could happen?" Jalen shot him a skeptical look, crossing her arms. "I don't know, maybe we'll get eaten by a family of attic monsters. Or, I don't know, fall through the floor." Billy rolled his eyes. "You worry too much." With a deep breath, he pushed the door open and a wave of musty air rolled over them. The attic was dark, cluttered, and full of forgotten things. Old wooden chests lined the walls, stacked alongside boxes covered in thick layers of dust. A single bare light bulb swung from the ceiling, casting strange shadows across the wooden beams. "All right," Billy whispered, stepping forward. "Let's find something cool." Jalen hesitated at the doorway. "We already found something cool. It's called not dying." Billy ignored her. His eyes scanned the room, his fingers trailing along the old trunks and crates. Then, near the far corner, something caught his eye, an old wooden chest with iron-reinforced edges and a heavy brass lock. Unlike the other chests, this one looked ancient, as if it belonged in a museum. Billy ran his fingers over the surface. "This one's different," Jalen sighed. "So what? It's probably full of mothballs and old Christmas decorations." Billy grabbed the rusted metal latch and pulled. It didn't budge. "Locked," he muttered. "Great. Guess that means we go back downstairs now." Billy grinned mischievously. "Or we find the key," Jalen groaned. "Of course." They searched the attic, sifting through piles of forgotten junk, moving dusty books and old photographs, until, "Got it!" Billy held up a small silver key buried under a pile of yellowed newspapers. His heart raced with excitement as he hurried back to the chest. Jalen followed, eyeing the chest like it might explode at any moment. Billy inserted the key into the lock. With a loud click, the latch released. They held their breath. Billy hesitated for half a second before lifting the lid. Inside, buried beneath a layer of old cloth, was something unexpected. "A map?" Jalen frowned. Billy lifted it carefully. The parchment was old and delicate, its edges burned and tattered. It smelled of salt and history, like it had once belonged to someone who had actually been out at sea. The map was covered in twisting lines, symbols, and strange markings, and in the center, written in bold, inky letters, were 3 words that made Billy's stomach flip. Blackbeard's treasure map. Billy and Jalen exchanged wide-eyed glances. "No way," Jalen whispered. Billy ran his fingers over the markings. Some were familiar, showing an island with caves, rivers, and what looked like a shipwreck. But others were strange, almost coded, with words that didn't make sense, letters scrambled and mixed together. At the bottom of the map, scrawled in faded black ink, was a warning. "Only the clever will claim the gold. Choose wrong and the cave will hold." Billy swallowed. This is real," Jalen snorted. "Yeah, okay, and I'm secretly a ninja pirate." "I'm serious." Billy turned the map over, and another small note fluttered out. He caught it before it hit the floor. It was written in the same old-fashioned handwriting. Jalen peered over his shoulder. "Oh, what does it say?" Billy read it aloud. "To find the path, seek the name. The key is in the letters, rearrange the game." Billy frowned. "That sounds like a puzzle." Jalen stared at the scrambled letters near the bottom of the map. "Slyin'!" She chewed her lip. "Wait a second, that's scrambled!" Billy's heart pounded as the answer clicked in his brain. "Island!" Jalen blinked. "You think?" Billy nodded, grinning. "Yeah. Look, Blackbeard's treasure is hidden on an island, right? It makes sense." Jalen hesitated. "And if you're wrong?" Billy looked back at the warning on the map. "Choose wrong and the cave will hold." A shiver ran down his spine. "Only one way to find out," he said. "Let's follow the map." Jalen sighed dramatically. "This is the part where we get cursed, isn't it?" Billy ignored her, rolling up the map. "Come on, we need supplies. If this thing is real, we're going on a treasure hunt." Jalen groaned. "I knew you were going to say that." But as she followed Billy down the attic stairs, she couldn't shake the feeling that their lives were about to change forever.